Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Biswagini, and we are here at Japanese Classics in Richmond, Virginia. So yeah, it took a 6-hour drive, but it's absolutely worth it. I was on the website, and it looks pretty exciting, and I'm over here, and I'm pretty amazed already. This isn't even like their main showroom, but the cars here look really stunning. So we're gonna go for a tour. So let's get right to it.
Yeah, so up front, these are some of our show cars that we've personally built here at the facility. We were fortunate enough to move into this facility in 2020, so we can do the entire process, start to finish. This is paint and body, mechanical work, and of course legalizing and selling these cars here at the States. If you move on to something like this is kind of the most award-winning car at the dealership. This is our 66 Datsun 1600 Roadster that we have swapped with a SR20DE out of a S15 Silvia Autech. We did all this car in-house. I mean, a few parts and, custom things like this custom windshield were outsourced, but for the most part, we assembled this, did the mechanical work, and then took it out to Vegas where it won a bunch of awards.
Yeah, not surprising it won some awards. It's a beautiful car.
This is much different than this car would have come from the factory. We call this a true resto mod, right? So we've turned it into a Permavert. We've completely swapped the factory suspension with a custom 4-link designed by Fortunato. And of course, the engine swap, which turns it into a completely different animal. And then we have an R32 Skyline GTR, a Nissan 300ZX Fairlady Z Z32 with 9,000 original miles on it. And we have a Toyota Aristo Twin Turbo Tom's Edition.
So now we're entering the main showroom and the main inventory room, and we can see what they have here. And look at this. Definitely a nice showing of cars here. So, all right, let's continue. All right, so we're gonna do a quick walkthrough here. There's a Honda S2000 here. And I hate to say I'm not too up on my Japanese cars, but we'll just kind of get a quick walkthrough of what they have here. And here you got a Toyota 4Runner here. Then we'll swing around here. I think this is Skyline. This one here is a Mitsubishi Legnum, I believe. And look at this. This is beautiful. Look at that. You get kind of Rolls Royce vibes from this.
I do want to talk about this car a little bit. 97 Toyota Century. This is by far one of the most requested models we get here at the dealership that we do not sell. And the reason we do not sell it is because we can't get parts for them, plain and simple. The layout is very cool. It's an old school Japanese executive car. It has a 5-liter Toyota built V12 in it. But that just means parts are hard to get. And we pride ourselves on the work we can do to these cars before they go up for sale. And we also, emphasize the fact that we support the customer after the sale. So if someone calls in asking for parts for this, we don't want to give them the wrong answer. But to look at, it is very cool. This is a personally owned car here at the dealership, and it always turns heads.
So I have never heard of a Toyota 12-cylinder. So this car has 12 cylinders. You got a V12 in this car here. Look at this. All these cars are right-hand drive, basically. That is so cool. So yeah, this is something really special and unique. There were some other classic car places I've been to, but I've never been to specifically a Japanese-themed classic car dealership before, and this is something definitely very, very special. So again, this is kind of a pan out of the showroom, but yeah, this is really cool. All these cars are right side drive, and perfect.
So if you ask me my personal opinion, this is one of the most rare cars we have in the showroom right now. It is a one-owner 95 Nissan Silvia, which domestic buyers probably know better as the 240SX. The difference with the Silvia is it came with a 2-liter turbocharged engine from the factory, and this one just happens to have 31,000 original miles on it. So it is a one-owner 31,000 mile car in a condition you will probably never find on a US 240SX, and it shows if you look inside this thing. It is definitely as pristine as you can get for something of this age.
Yeah, this looks really clean. That's a very impressive interior.
This is a S13 Silvia Autech. This is the only convertible S chassis made in the Nissan factory until they did the S15 Varietta. But this is limited to, I believe, 200 production examples, and thus it remains in the permanent collection here.
This is really nice. Just want to get the inside of it real quick. Very unique interior here. It's very open, so you know. This might be gutted a little bit, but still, it's just so fascinating just seeing these right-hand side cars here.
Yeah, so if you're a fan of the Land Rover Defender but not a fan of the reliability, you might benefit from something like the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. It's got a 3-liter turbo diesel under it, so it is plenty powerful, backed by that staunch Toyota reliability that everybody likes, and I think it looks dang cool. This one is done in a custom color here too. We sprayed this here, we did the custom graphics here, and this is a show-stopping truck for sure.
Yeah, I totally agree. I love this color. I really, really love this color. And the sun's a little bright, so I'm going to try to go around here and see if I can get like a better... Oh yeah, that's much better. From this side you can really see this really cool looking color. It's kind of like a sort of a... looks almost like a mint green or something. And you have a turbo diesel on the side here, and yeah, this is a beautiful looking truck. It's kind of funny because even now, I see a lot of the cars. The design of the cars are becoming a little bit more square. Like if you look at the Hummers and you look at some of the cars, I kind of notice a little bit more squareness in the designs of the cars. So I kind of wonder if that trend is starting to come back a little bit. They look less aerodynamic, a little bit more square. So maybe it's just a different design feature or what have you, but yeah, this is a beautiful looking Land Cruiser here. I love the color of this. I love the design. I love how the turbo diesel on the side here. So I'm going to catch it from the front over here. Yeah, I just love it. To me, it just looks it looks minimalist, just simple, but yet elegant and beautiful. I just love the design of this truck. Also, what's the last thing I want to say? I love like the black grill on here against the mint green. So I just think aesthetically, it's a very beautiful truck. I'm being selfish here. I would love to see this at a car show or something because I think this would stand out and would get some attention.
So this is well over 29 years old, or no, 28 years old.
Yeah, people forget how old it is. I even forget how old it is because I kind of was. Those are my prime years.
So it's almost 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're making me feel old here now, man. 95 with my prime years now. I'm well past that now. So, but so you got a Mitsubishi over here. So we're gonna go and just kind of get the rest of these trucks outside here. Look at this Land Cruiser. Look at the color on this. This is beautiful. Really nice looking, And our narrator was talking about how another one. Wow, look at that. God, love that color. How these cars are kind of the bread and butter, and they were talking about how basically, it's not just about the form and just solely about just owning a car from history. These are meant to be daily drivers, and these are meant to be, cars that are gonna, you can drive them. You could drive them cross country or drive them to different states and everything, and they're just kind of meant to be driven and meant to be reliable. And I just as long as I've been alive, Japanese cars have always been really good on reliability. Look at the color of this one. Ooh, versus Toyota, very, very nice. So yeah, just gonna pan back out here. We'll just get this last one here. This looks like a dark purple. I'm gonna have to ask about this one. This looks like a dark purple here. This is called Stellar Blue. That is cool. Yeah, so the name of this color is Stellar Blue. It looks like a dark blue or purple. And this may not be the best comparison, but you know, actually McLaren, the company McLaren has a lot of colors that are kind of like this one here, kind of darker. And it's funny, a lot of sports cars, you see them like with the kind of fluorescent, really flashy colors. The McLaren, for example, has, you know, has a 720S, you know, in a dark color like this. So it's just kind of cool just for comparison's sake. But yeah, I really do like the color on this one. This is a really nice looking color. I'm going to pan up around here, even though I'm going to get it again. And I like these headlights. You have the 2 headlights here with the Toyota on there. So it kind of adds to a little bit of, you know, makes it slightly a little bit more imposing, like just kind of making a statement like, yes, I'm a Toyota. Yep, I'm on the road and everything. And then, you know, you have it looks like a sort of the 90s, late 90s design on the front. But yeah, very nice looking truck here.
If you like weekend camping trips, if you like beach trips, this is the van. It is very fuel efficient. It's got the same 3-liter turbo diesel in it. And as you can see by the inside, it has more than enough space, equipment, and versatile seating arrangements to satisfy all your occupants. It also looks dang cool too. It's a little egg-shaped thing.
So we are looking at a 1995 Hiace, almost kind of like a minivan. And you know, as we were just discussing, there's a lot of room in here, so I'm just gonna take a walk around. And this is so cool to see, like these older elements. Look at the square lights on here. Just a little bit of history over here. This isn't the best side with the sun, but who cares? Just gonna keep walking around. You can kind of see the cool looking design on the chassis. It says, check this out, Hiace Living Saloon. So they're definitely making a statement here, especially with the inside. And you know what's funny is I don't really know. Actually, it really wasn't too common to have this kind of seating where the seats can kind of turn around here like that. Because yeah, he just turned the seats around, and that wasn't very common. It was certainly kind of more common in Japan, and this could be example of Japanese innovation. Because I just remember growing up that I even took a class where they talked about how, you know, in Japan they tend to be more innovative just because of the lack of space. And maybe that's something that kind of got carried over into the cars, but in general, this is an example of, you know, of Japanese innovation and them being ahead of the game, at least in the car game as well too, where you can see you have a lot of room. And this actually is a really cool looking minivan. Now I know some people just love their exotic cars and, you know, what have you, and love some of the fancy stuff, but you know, I guess me being in the, you know, kind of on the whole car deal for 2 years now, this is something for me I can really appreciate.
Engines underneath the passenger seat too gives the van a more compact footprint, which is also really necessary as you're traversing those tight Japanese city streets. And I mean, in the States, these are great city vans too. Parallel parking lanes, and they're just a blast to drive.
Yeah, I love the curtains too. That's a nice touch
you gotta
there.
have that privacy if you're sleeping in something like this. All 3 rows of seats actually fold fully flat, so if you need to sleep in it, you can.
You know, I was not aware of that. Wow, so you can even put these all the way down. That is cool. Now that makes this very convenient, I think, for long trips and whatnot. Definitely very convenient and a nice ride here. So I just want to point out some other things here. So you have super custom written on here, and then you have the name of the car, Hiace, 30 diesel EFI turbo. That's kind of cool. And we already talked about this, but I'll get it again. Hiace Living Saloon. So very cool. So a couple things I want to point out with this specific Toyota here is you have this rear mirror over here. So basically what it is, you know, obviously the streets of Japan are very narrow, and I'm going to walk around here because there's nothing I want to show you here. There's also a front mirror too, so you have some additional mirrors that help you park. I'm going to pan out here a little bit so you can kind of see both mirrors. So the whole deal is the streets in Japan are very narrow, and it's very hard to park. So you have 2 extra, I'll just call them external mirrors attached to the chassis of the car to help with parking, which is pretty cool because I've never seen that in any car in the US at all. So that's just another cool feature of this car here, and another innovative feature of the Japanese automakers. So check out this older Nissan Skyline. I love this color. This is beautiful. So retro. Look at those lights. Straight up retro lights here, and I love this color. And I love the tail on here too. So this is a really nice car. I would love to see this in the car show sometime. This is beautiful. So we're gonna kind of walk around and get the rest of these here. So you got this Nissan pickup over here, interesting color over this. I wonder if this is a Suzuki Samurai. I don't know what this is here. Let's take a closer look at this. I want to see what this is. Suzuki Jimny. So this is the 1998 Suzuki Jimny. Wow, interesting. And it's got those external lights to help with parking. So this is really, really cool. Look at this van. Check out this Toyota minivan here. Oh, that is something else. So we got a Honda Step Wagon here, and we're gonna get these minivans over here real quick. This is the one we got already. Yeah, sun's a little bright. So we'll just go and get these over here, these minivans over here. And you know what's kind of cool is that these cars are really authentic. The cars that they have at this dealership, these are not just regular Japanese cars that, you know, kind of were made for America. You know, I mean, you can drive these cars, but I mean, you know, these cars have features that you probably see in cars specifically in Japan. Like, you know, for example, you have the right-hand drive that I mentioned a couple times already, and then you have like these outside mirrors that I've never seen on other cars before. I'm just gonna kind of pan over here, but this is really unique. I've never seen anything like this before. So these cars really are authentic. So. All right, everybody, so that concludes the tour of Japanese classics. I want to thank Paul very much for providing the tour and the narration. It was very, very exciting and thrilling to see something like this. And, you know, again, as I mentioned, this was something really unique. I've never seen, you know, a place quite like this, where not only is this just a classic car dealership, this is a Japanese classic car dealership, specifically not only for just Japanese cars that are specifically made for, you know, say the American market, but cars that were likely, you know, made, you know, for Japan, you know, for the Japan market, or just happened to be here. I mean, you saw there were right-hand drive cars and everything. So, but anyway, you know, really appreciate the opportunity to, you know, get the footage and to film some of the cars and the inventory. So again, thank you very much, Paul, and thank you, Japanese Classics, for allowing me the opportunity to film here. If you guys like the content, all of you watching, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.